What up, everybody? It's your boy CG back at you guys again with another crypto video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Chronologic. I did mention at the end of yesterday's video that I was going to be covering this today. I've actually had a really deep interest in this project for a while now, and I've been meaning to review it, but I have been working something out, as far as talking with the people and the devs involved in the project, because it's a really hard to understand concept, because there's a lot of math involved inside of this. And just the whole prospect of it, their whole ideal is that everything is based around time, because it's true, time is our most valuable asset, because it's the one thing we literally can never get back once it is gone. It's fleeting. Time is always fleeting. So they've essentially developed a way to turn time into value, essentially using mathematical equations. And they're doing this on the Ethereum network, the Ethereum blockchain, using their ERC20 token. But the way they are going to be moving forward with the project is through a process known as time minting. And it's extremely interesting once you start looking at it and reading up on it. But let's get into the actual technicals about the coin. Right now, Chronologic, aka day coins or day tokens, ranking at $7.54 per token. Market cap with a big question mark. That's because they're still having a contribution type of period. It's a little bit, they're having kind of like rounds, kind of like with EOS, except it's all kind of like a time thing. We'll get into that in a second though. So volume is traded at 8,334, but more than likely that is simply because Chronologic actually has a really big community in their message boards. But I'm guessing that because they split out the contribution periods, there's not too much going on as far as volume. The circulating supply is question mark. The total supply is 763,931. So there's not much to go on, but this token, this project is actually still under construction, so to speak, for lack of better words. As you guys can see, Chronologic released their day tokens at the end of September 25th, and then some poor sucker right here, because the market is on Ether Delta, and a lot of people on Ether Delta have big trouble navigating it. And sometimes you'll see things like what happened right here. Same thing happened with Vibe one time. Some poor sucker put up a buy order that was crazy, and he sold his tokens for 17 cents when the going rate at the time was 5 cents. There was another guy who actually sold his token, set a buy order or a sell order for $17 million per Vibe. It was crazy. So you guys can see that this guy made a huge error in his numbers right here when he did this. You can tell because it happened so fast. It all happened in the same day when this happened. So I feel bad for that poor sucker, but hey, somebody made a profit. What can I say? So getting into the actual logistics behind the coin market cap page, you guys can come over here to chronologic.network and check out what's going on. Their next minting, their time minting, occurs in 15 minutes and 53 seconds. So like I said, it's a contribution period kind of thing. They have time mints based on days. So basically you contribute a certain amount of ETH during these certain time minting periods, and that will determine the amount of day tokens that will be produced as a result. They actually had a video that I want to pull up that you guys can check out, so you guys can maybe get a better understanding from the actual devs talking about it.
Welcome to Chronologic, the first crypto pegged to time. The past has proven that assets such as food, shelter, resources, gold, fiat money, and even cryptocurrencies are transient, their value often fluctuating depending on fundamental and psychological factors. First-gen cryptocurrencies have been based on the concepts of mining and staking. However, only time is immutable and irreversible. Time exists. It is value, the only asset which cannot be regained. Once lost, it is lost forever. How can we peg value not to mining, but to the only real asset we have? Chronologic considers time as value. The challenge is that Ethereum was not designed to allow trustless smart contracts to trigger their own code execution at a certain moment in time. To solve this challenge, our Proof of Time team has been hard at work introducing temporal innovations for use in finance, transportation, and with complex mathematical modeling. The result, rather than proof of work or proof of stake mechanisms, Chronologic works on proof of time, pegging time to a store of value token named Day, based on the Ethereum blockchain. This enables future value to be independent of third-party assets such as electricity and processing power. The only way additional Day tokens can be produced is via one of the original time mint addresses, which mints Day solely based on the passage of time. Chronologic's next-generation technology, the Chronos platform, will be used by a financial institution when issuing a fixed-income investment pegged to time, by an airline to refund a passenger based on the number of minutes they were delayed, or by a freelancer earning tokens based on the time they've worked.
Join Chronologic and become a part of the first Proof of Time crypto.
So there you guys have it. That's basically a breakdown straight from the devs' mouths on how Chronologic is, the project actually works. Sometimes I figure it's best to get my interpretation and also the devs' interpretation. Then from there, you guys can, get your own personal interpretation and go from there. But yeah, that's Chronologic, everybody. Really interesting project, Wouldn't be surprised to see it make some really big innovations, especially with its time minting procedures that I really feel are really innovative. It's something different. They plan on building on top of this blockchain and allowing people to make their own proof of time ERC20 tokens based on this chain as well. So really looking forward to seeing where this can go in the future. Okay, and in other news, Coinbase is announcing that you can now instantaneously purchase BTC, ETH, and Litecoin from Coinbase's exchange using your bank account. Now that's crazy news because I know people who've been using Coinbase, almost everybody of course, knows that it's a 3 to 5 day process to transfer your money or even make the transaction happen when purchasing any of these digital assets using your bank account. So it's awesome that they're doing this. It's a big step in the right direction, seeing as how Coinbase is technically on top right now. They're the gateway for people into cryptos right now. They're the biggest gateway. Literally, you can buy up to $25,000 and receive access to your currency immediately. Now, as a reminder, everybody, after a certain amount, I think it's like 18,000 or 19,000, they are required by law to report whatever you buy or your earnings to the IRS. So do the you of tomorrow a favor and keep a lot of that stuff in check. Keep how much you're spending in check. Do the you of tomorrow a big favor in saving him from an audit. Because I'm pretty sure 5 years down the line, when you're reaping all the benefits from your crypto investments, you don't want to get slapped by the government with a big ass audit on all of your assets. That would be some crazy ass unfortunate news. But that's it for today, everybody. This will be your boy CG, just stopping through with a quick overview and hitting y'all with some big nice news. Well, that's it. This is your boy. I'm out. Peace. God bless. I'll be back.